jittery? Are you drinking too much caffeine? Hello and welcome to another edition of Shine 365, where our job is to make your life a little easier. Today's article that we'll be reviewing comes from Well and Good, How Your Body Tells You That You're Consuming Too Much Caffeine by Sanya Ali. If you're among the 62% of Americans who start their day with a cup or two of Joe, listen up. Coffee's comforting, it's flavorful, and the 96 milligrams of caffeine in each cup is energizing. It's a way many people start their mornings, but how much caffeine is too much caffeine? Because as we all know, too much of anything is not good. According to the Alcohol and Drug Foundation, caffeine is a stimulant drug, which means it speeds up the messages traveling between your brain and the body. It works by increasing energy production in the central nervous system, in muscles, and in general, it increases metabolic rate. In moderation, it can help boost one's mood and mental and physical performance. Caffeine, we all know, can boost our mood, can give us the stimulus we need to keep going. Many times when I've been on a long road trip and I'm too tired to keep going on, I pull over to the side of the road, have a cup of coffee, buy a soda, drink a Coke that I already have in the car. The caffeine keeps you going. We all know that. But remember, the key to anything is moderation. According to Dr. Schwartz, research suggests that up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, and that's about 4 or 5 8-ounce cups, is considered safe. But each person's sensitivity to the substance varies, and your body will warn you with signs when enough turns out to be too much. So it's important to take note of some of these telltale signs that you are consuming too much coffee. Remember, everybody's body's different. I happen to be very susceptible to caffeine. Caffeine has a profound effect on my body. In fact, a lot of times before the podcast, I will drink some caffeine to give me that little boost to help my energy level with the podcasts. So I have to be careful that I don't drink too much. And here's what happens when you consume too much caffeine. Number one, you get increased anxiety. When you consume too much caffeine, your blood pressure is rising. And this can cause feelings of anxiety, nervousness, jitters, a faster heart rate, because caffeine is speeding up your central nervous system. And it may trigger an increased release of adrenaline that could make you jumpy or scared. I'm sure you've seen some people who have too many energy drinks and they're just jittery, they're shaking, their hands are shaking, they're jittery, they're jumpy, they're anxious. It's not a healthy way to be. Caffeine can cause trouble sleeping. Of course it can, because its impact on the central nervous system will keep you from falling asleep. Even if you do fall asleep, you probably won't reach a deep REM state. So that's why you have to make sure that you don't drink too much caffeine before bedtime. Now, generally, unless I'm on a long road trip, I will not have any caffeine in the afternoon, especially not at night, because then it can cause real problems with your sleeping habits. Number 3, caffeine can actually cause stomach aches. Coffee and the caffeine in it also impacts your gut. It can cause heartburn, cramping, indigestion, nausea, and diarrhea. And I know from personal experience that coffee in particular, if I drink too much, I will have to use the bathroom a lot more. So moderation is key. Number 4, frequent urination. Now we know that caffeine can act as a mild diuretic, which means it can cause dehydration. So even though you're drinking, you could still become dehydrated. And we'll go down to number 5, headaches. Now, believe it or not, coffee can cause headaches. While moderate caffeine consumption can sometimes help relieve a headache, it is a common ingredient in many over-the-counter headache medications. Too much caffeine, however, can result in lasting headaches throughout the day as your body feels withdrawal symptoms. Now, you can be addicted to coffee and caffeine. We all know this. When you're running to the Starbucks before work, you're probably doing it because you have some sort of addiction to the coffee. You need it to wake up. So what I do myself, I don't drink coffee every day. I drink it periodically. If I'm doing the podcast, I might drink it a little bit beforehand, but I'm doing that in the morning, and I drink it in moderation. I enjoy the taste now. I enjoy the boost that it gives to my mood, but I do it in moderation. I mix a lot of milk in with it, and I actually like my coffee iced, so I'm putting ice in there, and it's cutting down on the amount of caffeine that I'm getting in my body. Because everything in moderation is good, but too much of something, even if it was good, can hurt you. I hope you enjoyed this little bit about caffeine. Remember, watch out for those warning signs. Sleeping trouble, stomach aches, urination, headaches. Watch out for those. Thank you so much for watching another Shine 365 episode. We release one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll see you next time on Shine 365.